Maybe it's for the best, eh?
What?
Johnny buying the Vic. At least this way you get a chance to move on.
Who said I want to move on?
It's a done deal, isn't it? I mean, there's nothing you can do.
You got any Mitchell blood in you? Oh, thank God I've got you at last. Oh, Grant, we need to talk. Chrissie.
You've got a nerve barging in here.
Well, you barred me from downstairs, didn't you?
Right, well, the bar's lifted. You can go now.
Actually, I've just come to have a word, not to have a go.
Yeah, right.
Can't we just set everything aside? Sam, Den, and just talk business?
You and I haven't got any business, Peggy.
Whatever Johnny Allen's offered you for the Vic, I'll top it. Didn't you hear me? I said...
Yeah, I heard you. You're wasting your time and mine, Peggy.
Well, can't you just think about it? Discuss it with your solicitors?
No.
My daughter's in prison for something she didn't do.
Set everything aside, you said. You've lasted, what, about 20 seconds?
Look, I'm only trying to...
Do you know something, Peggy? You should get a grip. I mean, look at you. You're going to turn into one of those crazy ladies ranting in the street who people cross the road to avoid. You know, I have respect for my husband's memory, and I wouldn't do business with anyone related to Sam Mitchell, even if you offer me 20 times what Johnny Allen did.
Peggy.
Nice place you got here, Johnny. Very tasteful.
You didn't come around here just to admire the decor, right?
You know why I'm here. I want the Vic.
You're too late.
I'll top your offer by 10%.
Really?
But we keep it between ourselves, all right? You get the difference, not Chrissie Watts.
It's not gonna happen.
Oh, come on, Johnny. You can have any pub that you want. You don't know what the Vic means to me and my family.
It's out of the question.
All right, 20%.
You haven't got the money.
But I can get it, all of it. I've spoken to Grant. He said just give him a couple of weeks.
I haven't got time for all this. So if you don't mind.
But just hear me out, will you?
I've heard it all before, Peggy. Please.
Done so soon?
Charlotte!
Got another basting about, Stacey.
What? Oh, no, I've got more important things. I want you to take me to the bank.
I can't. I've got to pick up at Luton Airport.
That's all right. You can drop me on the way.
But I haven't got time. Look, I'll get on the radio and get you another cab ASAP.
Yeah, well, get them to go to the airport. Then you can take me, wait for me, and bring me back. Oh, Charlie, I appreciate this. But then that's what old mates are for, aren't they?
Yeah.
Oi, I just washed that floor.
There's no way to speak to a customer.
I haven't come to buy anything. I just want to have a word. In private.
Nip up in a minute, right, will you? Get us a local rag.
All right, only if I can have some chips.
It's coming out your wages. So what can I do for you?
I know you and Phil have had your run-ins, but him and your mum, they do have a son together, and there is a family connection.
Peggy, this isn't like you to beat around the bush, is it?
All right, I have a bit of a cash flow problem.
What's that got to do with me?
Well, I need to borrow some money. The car lot won't give me enough, so I was just wondering...
You're asking me?
I'd make it worth your while.
How much are you after?
Enough to buy the Queen Vic. Asking for any favours, just a loan till Grant can get me the money. I'll draw up a contract, pay you interest.
What makes you think I've got that kind of money?
Well, you're back on your feet, aren't you? You can raise it.
Doesn't mean I can afford to give it away.
It won't be a gift, but an investment.
Peggy, if I had that kind of money to invest, I'd want a much safer bet than the Mitchells. Now, the only reason you're around here is because the banks won't touch it.
Oh, you're loving this, aren't you?
Right, quick. I want 8 bags of chips, 2 fish suppers, and a battered sausage.
Hold on, what's going on?
I got all this from the market traders.
And they've paid up front, have they?
Yeah, of course.
Well, don't just stand there, get round here and give us a hand. Sorry, Peggy, can't help you.
Where is he?
He's busy, Peggy. He don't want to see you.
It's not about what he wants.
Look, didn't I make myself clear earlier?
Look, I'm sorry, Johnny. She just come.
Don't start apologising for me, Billy. We've got some unfinished business.
I've said all I'm gonna say.
Well, I haven't.
Now, don't get in my way, Peggy. I'm not the sort of man who backs down over an extra few grand, okay?
Why not? You've done it before.
5 minutes.
Let's just keep this short, all right? You know what I want.
And I've told you I can't help you.
Oh, don't give me that.
I can't. You see, I'm not buying the pub. I'm acting for a third party.
Really? Who?
I can't tell you.
Oh, come on.
I can't, Peggy, and I won't. Not even if you beg.
I've no intention of begging. Not when I can call in a debt.
There you go.
Thanks.
Now, let's get one thing straight, Peggy. I don't owe you anything.
But you owe Eric.
Eric Mitchell's dead.
And he died a broken man because of you.
You want to blame anyone, blame him. He was a loser.
At least he didn't take money for it. Johnny Allen, the up-and-coming young boxer.
Yeah, well, happy days. Now let's leave it there.
If only we knew then what we know now. We'd have done a lot of things different, don't you think?
I said let's
Say,
leave
for
it.
instance, you could go back to that fight. Would you still take that dive? Now you know how much you hate yourself for it. Now you know how it ended your boxing career.
What's it to you? It launched Eric's, didn't it?
Oh, that still rankles you, doesn't it? After all these years, must be your conscience bothering you. Well, now I'm giving you a chance to put it right. Came to you when he was desperate.
And I took him in.
Yeah, and turned him into one of your lackeys.
Came home bleating to the wife, did he?
Who do you think he took it out on then? Did you have any idea what life was like for me?
It was none of my business.
Then I'm making it your business. You bullied Eric, and he bullied us.
I was toughening him up.
Is that how you justify it to yourself? Taking away a man's pride, his dignity?
He didn't have any.
Nah, not by the time you finished with him. You broke him in two and left me and my children to live with the pieces.
Look, I'm sorry you had it so hard.
Then make it up to me. Tell me how I can get hold of the Vic. Tell me who you're acting for. Not leaving here till I get what I want.
You got bottle, I'll give you that. You were wasted on Eric Mitchell.
Just the name, Johnny. I'm not asking for anything else.
How we ever got a woman like you? Whenever you walked into a room, heads would turn. I know mine did.
That's all a woman is to you, isn't it? Something to look at, to be seen on your arm.
It was meant as a compliment.
Well, save it for your bit of stuff. Just tell me who you're acting for and I'll be on my way.
No.
Come on, Johnny. You owe me. You said so yourself.
I said I was sorry you had a hard time. Not that I was responsible for it.
You made him the man he was.
No, you did.
I stood by him. I protected him.
You covered for him. Whatever went on behind closed doors, you chose to hide it and give the world that great big smile of yours.
I had children. I had to.
You could have got away.
What? Leave him without a father?
He was a rotten father.
You can't know that.
I just have to look at his kids, don't I? You see, that's the difference between him and me. I do right by my daughter. Give her an education, a future. Eric's got one son done a runner, another one in jail, a daughter banged up, and his missus is crashing out on the couch of some old tart.
I wasn't asking for money. Just a favour.
Genius or what, but don't thank you or anything.
All right, Peggy. You seen Dawn's new boobs?
Excuse me?
The money we raised. And you bunged in a generous amount and all. She's only going to blow it on plastic surgery.
Is this true?
She doesn't get it. Yeah, I've had surgery, but...
But you're not ill?
No, not exactly, but I needed to have...
You needed nothing. There are women whose lives have been shattered waiting for this kind of treatment. And I should know, because I'm one of them.
I'm sorry. I never meant to upset anyone. I'm really grateful.
You're anything but. You got your health, you got your freedom. My daughter's in prison, and everything she's ever had has been taken away from her. So the very idea of some silly little girl wasting my money on pure vanity makes my blood boil.
Had a proposition from Peggy Mitchell today.
No kidding.
You too?
I think I ought to tell you, just in case she does. I'm acting for a third party.
Really? Who?
I'm not at liberty to say, but you've got nothing to worry about.
Are you sure? Deal still stands?
Absolutely. I think we should tie it up as soon as possible, though. Peggy Mitchell's not going to like it, but
There's nothing she can do.
That you, Peg?
Here. Did you know Johnny Allen isn't buying the Vic for himself? He's acting for someone else.
No, what?
Got any idea who it could be?
No.
Have you heard him on the phone? Seen anyone in the office think, Billy, think?
No. What difference does it make?
The difference between me getting the Vic and losing it. Between giving Sam hope or leaving her to rot in that cell.
It's too late, Peg. The Vic's gone.
No, it isn't. If it was, he would have told me who he was acting for. And why didn't he, eh? Why?
I don't know.
Because he knows that I'd approach him and make him an offer.
Yeah, but you don't even know who it is.
Yeah, but I'll find out.
Yeah.
Well, that's where you come in.
Me?
Well, you work for him. You'd do that for me. Wouldn't you, Billy?